Gang, welcome back to another video of English with Collins. You may understand English, but you struggle to speak it. If that's you, this video is definitely for you. In today's video, I'm actually going to show you 5 tips that can honestly help you speak English fluently. And again, remember, listening to English, hearing it, and understanding it is completely different from speaking it itself. Speaking is a whole different thing. You can read English properly. You can listen to English properly. You can understand English properly. But speaking it is a different skill on its own. So in today's video, I want to help you develop the right steps in order for you to take that can help you become very fluent in speaking English. So if you're ready, let's jump right in. The first tip that I want to give you is input is not enough. You need output. The input that you're putting in is not enough as much as the output that is needed for you to actually become fluent in speaking English. Let me explain. You have to understand that your problem is you spend most of your time listening to English, watching it, and at the same exact time reading English, but you rarely put a lot of effort in actually speaking it. You see what I'm saying? It's like watching basketball and understanding how the game of basketball works. But then at the end of the day, you don't even know how to play basketball. There's a difference between watching a game of basketball and actually playing a game of basketball. Two different things. The experience on the field is completely different from you sitting on the bench watching people play basketball. You see what I'm saying? So the same thing applies to English. Listening, reading, and hearing English is completely different from speaking it in general. So you need, remember, the input is listening, reading, and hearing it. The output is speaking it. You see what I'm saying? So you need to put more effort into speaking than just hearing. You've probably watched 100 movies in the past 3 months, but you've spoken 0. Rarely do we ever hear you mimic what they're saying while you're watching it. Let me give you a quick exercise. I'm going to encourage you to say these 5 sentences. Okay, let's start with the first. Repeat after me. Today, I woke up early and made some coffee. Let's try it again. Today, I woke up early and made some coffee. Now I want you to try. Excellent. Let's move on to the next. I understand English, but I want to speak it more confidently. I understand English, but I want to speak it more confidently. Now you try. Wonderful. Let's move on to the next. I am not perfect, but I'm improving every single day. I am not perfect, but I am improving every single day. Go ahead. Fabulous. Let's look at the fourth one. Right now, I'm watching a video to help me speak better English. Right now, I am watching a video to help me speak better English. Now go ahead. Superb. I'm so happy. You're doing an amazing job. Now let's look at one more. Mistakes don't scare me anymore. They help me learn. Mistakes don't scare me anymore. They help me learn. Fantastic. You see what we just did right there? You read the first sentence, the second sentence, the third, the fourth, and the fifth, and you spoke it out loud. That's what I want you to do every single day. I want you to take your time, pick about 5 to 10 different sentences, and read it over and over again. Remember, making mistakes is part of the process. You have to understand that in order for you to learn and improve, you need to make mistakes. So don't be scared about the mistakes. Just learn from them and get better. You feel me? That's wonderful. Let's move on to tip number 2. Tip number 2, speak every day, even to yourself. Speak every day, even to yourself. You see, when I pick up a book and I'm reading, I'm actually reading to myself. Most of the time, what helps me even read and helps me to even comprehend what I'm reading is by me reading it out loud. You see, sometimes you definitely want to read out loud, because if you don't read out loud, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. For me personally, I struggle with comprehension, especially when I'm not reading out loud. So what helps me is for me to read out loud. So it is okay for you to speak to yourself. Now, of course, I'm not saying go stand in front of a public space and just start speaking to yourself. People are going to think you're crazy, right? You don't want to do that. So, you know, whether you're at home or, you're at, laying down on your bed, speak to yourself. Speak. Remember, the whole idea is you want to speak as much as you can. The more you speak, the better you become. The more you speak, the better you become. So remember, speak every day, even to yourself. Use the mirror method. Stand in front of the mirror and speak to yourself. Ask yourself, how are you feeling? Talk to yourself. By doing that, you're practicing how to become fluent in speaking English. You see what I'm saying? It's definitely going to help you, because when you speak to yourself in the mirror and you can hear what you're saying, you can be able to listen to the mistakes that is coming out of your mouth, and then you can correct them. Speak to yourself. Use the mirror method. Okay? Excellent. Tip number 3, use the 30-second rule. Use the 30-second rule. Now you may be asking, what is the 30-second rule? Here's the 30-second rule. Every day, speak for just 30 seconds about anything. Gradually increase time. The goal isn't perfection, it's activation. So every day, take about 30 seconds, right? If you have an iPhone, you can go ahead and tell Siri, set a timer for 30 seconds and just speak. You feel me? Just speak about anything. You could be standing outside and talk about the trees, talk about the weather. The weather feels really hot today. My body feels warm. I'm cold. Talk about literally anything. And by doing that, what's happening is you're putting yourself on the spot to speak English. So you're like, okay, you know what? 30 seconds, let me just talk about anything. And it helps you, right? It helps your brain to start figuring out different words to say. And then by doing so, your brain is correlating or is connecting with your mouth. And as you're speaking, everything is in sync. It's going to come to a point where you start to speak so much that you don't even think, and then you just speak. You feel me? Because sometimes most people struggle, especially when it comes to thinking and speaking. And so the way you deal with that problem is by practicing or using this 30-second rule exercise to help you out. Speak on the spot. You feel me? I need you to definitely do that. Awesome. Let's move on to the next tip. Tip number 4. Join conversations, not just classes. Join conversations, not just classes, okay? So don't wait till you're in class in order for you to start talking to people. Join conversations, join public conversation. Maybe you see 2 people having a conversation about something. Ask them politely, hey, I notice you guys are actually talking about this. If you don't mind, I would like to, add my 2 cents to the conversation that you guys are having. They'll be like, yeah, come on in, join in. And then while they're having that conversation, you're jumping in and you're talking as well too. That helps you become more fluent. You're speaking fluently, and at the same exact time, you're placed on the spot. So activation is taking place. You're activating yourself to speak faster, to speak fluent. So as you're speaking, people are listening. It puts you in a position where, you become more articulate with your words. You feel me? And it helps you gain more practice. So that's what you want to do. You feel me? Excellent. And that is the reason why I'm in the process of creating this online community for you guys, where you guys can join, and it's going to be amazing. All right. So we're still in the process of working through this. So definitely stay tuned. I'll have some updates for you guys very soon about that. Okay. So definitely do that. All right. It's definitely going to help you out. Awesome. Now let's take a look at the final tip. Tip number 5. Mistakes are the mission. Mistakes are the mission. Okay? Remember what I said earlier. It is okay to make mistakes. Making mistakes is part of the process. The thing is, you want to make mistakes so that you can learn from the mistakes and sharpen your skills. Okay? Like in the beginning, right? I had a huge problem, or I had a huge problem when it comes to articulation. And so what really helped me is, reading more books, reading it out loud, right? Finding the areas where I struggle, especially when it comes to pronouncing a word. And then by looking exactly at the definition of the word itself, understanding what the word means and learning how to pronounce the word, it helped me over time to become more articulate. Now, of course, I'm not 100% perfect, right? But I've gotten 10 times better than the way I was before. So you see what I'm saying? Mistakes are the mission. You feel me? It is okay to make a mistake. You can make mistakes, but it's all part of the process. Remember, fear of mistakes kills fluency. Fear of mistakes kills fluency. So you definitely want to look out for your mistakes and work on them. But don't be afraid of them, okay? Native speakers mess up too. Laugh at your mistakes, then try again. It's okay. Even if somebody laughs at you, work on the mistake. Do it, try again. And next time, I promise you, you're going to be better. It's part of the process. So that is it, guys. I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I know this video is definitely short. It's not that long because I've been so wrapped up with so many different things. That's the reason why I went back to uploading just one video per every single week. What would honestly help me is if you guys actually share these videos with people who are actually struggling with speaking English. And by doing so, we can definitely gain a lot of engagement on this page. All right. So I definitely appreciate you guys for staying tuned and for checking out every single video that I drop. Stay blessed. Love you guys. And I'll see you guys next time.